Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a round in the Bianca Carlyle Atlas Gundam. I've been trying to get a good round with that for a while. I rolled it, I think, back in December, something like that. And I've been having a little bit of trouble getting anything decent with it, but finally got something this evening, so it is a 600 raid. It does not fly. It has traded in its water skis for a set of smaller back boosters and a couple large shield binders. Those are, they have pretty good damage reduction, but they are also a hitbox, so yeah, that kind of makes it for a larger target than it needs to be. But as you can see by how they move around, they have the same thing that all GBO2 shields basically do, which is that they are positional, and the way you are moving is going to affect the way that you are, the way where they move, I should say. Like when you're backing up, you will pull the shield in front of you. Might do when you crouch too, but I haven't done a lot of crouching in this because I'd rather stay moving most of the time. But in addition to having the manga version of the Atlas Gundam's Railgun, it has it has a special like max output version of that does higher damage and I believe heavy stagger. Yeah, well, might have been heavy stagger, not sure. Might just be stun, but either way, it hits really hard, especially against a support like this MLRS. But yeah, hit the shield on that one. Got another big railgun shell, but that did not do the trick. But that one did. That was the standard shot. Has one of the submachine guns as a sub weapon, complete with the grenade launcher. And yeah, like I said, pretty good overall. Now I got heavy staggered by that Zamel, but Zamel is a good target for me, so I'm going to move up and go after it. And yeah, the big thing about the railguns is that they are ballistic damage, and at high, in high cost rooms, people are generally more likely to build for beam. So, yeah, that does give you a little bit of an edge against a lot of. Okay, hit the shield. Hopefully, hit it fairly hard, but yeah, time to just move in for melee and complete. Okay, I don't know why that counted. I think the backswing must have caught it, but it could have just been lag too, because you saw how fast it got up after being knocked down. I'm usually not on that side of the latency, but, kind of glad I was. And, let's see, am I going to die? Soon, but not yet. Stab. Yeah, and managed to hit it with the downswing. Yeah, it looks like the downswing hits multiple times, and that might be one of the reasons that I connected with that GPO2. Regardless, I am taking a big risk here, which luckily the enemy that just spawned in was not really prepared to capitalize on. Went for the moving target instead of the stationary one with almost no health, so I'm going to go help with that fight, I think. Well, too late, but yeah, so I have a little bit of health. I have a railgun shot ready, and I'm going to try and plant it on something, but I tried to go for the flying thing instead of the Zamel and missed both. And I was trying to line up my standard railgun shot before I got killed, but I got killed. As you can see, this has been kind of one-sided up to now, but enemy team is starting to get it together. They're all pretty well, like, concentrated in one spot at this point, and as you can see, we're kind of not. So those are really good conditions for the enemy team to make a comeback, so probably what we're going to see to a certain degree. Well, they've already almost doubled their score since I got blown up, so yeah. That's still not, even in the ballpark with us, but it's still, an improvement. There is something, but no, that MLRS is up there, and always aim for the exposed shoulder. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, I feel like the Bianca Atlas does not have any kind of dodge roll. It has maneuver armor, and I believe the binders do provide a little bit of stun defense, and it also does have overboost that I haven't used at all so far. But yeah, it is just not, and something hit me, I'm not sure. But yeah, it could use a little bit more defensive ability. I feel like I'm not really sure. Besides a dodge roll, what I would do with that, but yeah, it like I said, it's kind of a large target because of the binders, and it also does not dodge. So overboost is not a terrible thing, especially since you can just tackle something like 3-4 times in a row before the timer runs out. So, but yeah, I also try not to use it because then the side effect, of course, is that you are totally defenseless for even longer. Okay, got a couple of good shots in on that Z2, I think it is. Either that or a Rizel. Oh, I bet it's a Rizel. And G4, yep, it's a Rizel. And G4 there hit me in the back. Luckily, I had iframes when it decided to shoot at my legs. And there's an MLRS and a ZAML. Managed to tag the MLRS. And yeah, just trying to keep myself alive, but I think I just got hit by the ZAML's artillery and the GO4 at the same time. Yep. Yeah, like you saw earlier in the week, the ZAML just got some really good buffs, so yeah, here we are. But yeah, like I said, they're catching up. We're still just a little bit over 2-1, but there's a couple of minutes left yet. Like I don't know. Like I said, I don't like running one-sided rounds, but it's so far it isn't being one-sided for me, which just does kind of maybe reinforce how fragile I feel like the Bianca Atlas can be. Definitely, I would nominate it for being buffed at some point soon. It's probably not the most necessary, but couldn't hurt. I do just feel like there should be more to it. Like maybe it should have an active guard skill with those big binders. I think that would be nice to have. But overboost and active guard could be an interesting combo because then you could just sit there for like 10 seconds and tank everything. And yeah, here I am just getting really ahead of myself, trying to take down the ZAML and just getting myself completely surrounded like a fool. But at the same time, I figured since I was doing relatively okay and there was time to get some shots in, I would try. Okay, well, it looks like the MLRS tanked the railgun shot with its shield, but it still hit the ZAML behind it. Railguns do have piercing, of course, so that is not a bad thing if you can use it effectively, which I kind of don't, but it's one of those things that can be very useful in very specific conditions. The enemies have to be lined up, and you have to be able to get yourself in a good position to take advantage of that. Doesn't always happen. And right now I am too far away to really do much of anything. I hit the MLRS, but the support fire took it out first, so... And I didn't look at that person behind me, who was probably a more accessible target than the things I was heading towards, so... Yeah, it was an okay round all in all, but if I recall, I did a ton of damage, so I'll take that. Yeah, I like it. I do feel like it could use some tweaks, but yeah. 139,000 damage. 4 kills, 5 deaths. Again, with me just rushing in like a fool, I don't think that's too bad. And that finished the weekly missions that included the Marasai for me. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. Should probably say something here.